Hey guys, what's going on? How y'all doing? Today's Wednesday, still Wednesday. I'm back with another energy read. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message is when you meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Today's the 3rd. Child, listen. Let me put my damn phone in. I'm gonna tell you. Today's the 2nd. So why did Stacy, you moving too fast, boo boo? Today's the 2nd, y'all. Ooh-wee. Jumping timelines. Oh boy, let's see what's going on in the ethers here. Let's get some of these. Let's get a couple of these. Get a little flow here. I tried to take a nap. Y'all know I like to nap. But I couldn't. I had some really good coffee today. Really good coffee. It was so smooth. It was really nice. I've never had coffee like that before. It didn't even really... that's probably why. But anyway. It was very smooth. Yeah. What's the message for the collective? Today's the 2nd. Today's the 2nd. Win or lose. 5. Change is coming. Change is coming. Taking the chance, taking that risk, right? Doing something, doing whatever it is. Let me see. Seeking the truth. Okay. Looking beyond the veil, right? 5 and 7. Let's see, that's 5th house energy, pleasure, 7th house, balance, okay? So you're seeking some kind of balance and some kind of truth, right? Very curious energy. We got simply love. Yeah, that's the answer right there. It's the heart chakra. Show love, give love, receive love. Ooh, we got 5, 6, 7 out here, y'all. And 2, refusing to see. Somebody's refusing to see something. Somebody's third eye is blocked. It's like they can't see some answers or messages or something. What we got here? Healing begins. Somebody needs to heal their heart chakra. Their third eye chakra is blocked. It has, well, I feel like somebody has like a cloud covering them, right? Like some kind of sadness that's veiling them. They're unable to move past this emotion, this sadness. Okay, let's see. Somebody's seeking the truth, right? Beyond the veil, beyond what they see, what they can see with the naked eye. This isn't just a physical situation. This is something spiritual. There's a deeper meaning to this energy here. What we got here? Observe. Look at that. 12. 12th house. Yeah. Seeing past the physical, right? Looking deeper. Observing not just yourself, but others as well. I feel like this is also about you balancing out yourself, your energies, your higher and your lower self. Meeting, in the middle, incorporating them together. Keeping, not discarding them, but keeping them at bay. Open up. 21 is 3. Third house. Sharing. What's going on here, Spirit? What's this message? Oh, we got teach. Some of you guys are teachers. Maybe I feel like some of you guys have been wondering if this is what you're supposed to do. I feel like you're seeking knowledge, information, truth. I feel like you're called to do this. Wow. Because you can see past the veil, you can see past the 3D, you can see. I heard times, places. You can see things like that. Come on, Spirit, what's this message? You're being called to be a teacher. If you're not already a teacher, you're someone that can see. You can see beyond the veil. You can, yeah. You're very intuitive, very spiritual. All right. Let's see. Strengthening bonds. And then we got love out here again. Simply love, relationships, companionship, friendships, teaching. First house, strengthening the bonds. I feel like that's about yourself, right? Strengthening your relationship with yourself and with your beliefs and with what you're being shown and what you're being called to do. This is something about your root too. So this is giving me like something that has probably been in your stirring in your soul since you were a child. You're very compassionate, empathetic. You have a nurturing energy about you, a calmness, a peace about you. Confront, yeah, but there's a shadow side of you. This is giving me the energy of maybe you feeling like you're not good enough to do what you're being called to do because you're flawed. We all are. I feel like it's something in your shadow that keeps you from giving and teaching and leading others, because I feel like there's somewhere in your life you were told that you weren't good enough. You were made to feel like you weren't good enough to lead, to show people, to teach people. Yes, I see that. That's what I'm hearing. You were taught that, but you are a teacher. You are somebody that can see things that others can't see. You could be like a medium, okay? You're somebody that's very much connected to the universe, to source. What are you teaching people? I feel like you've been called to do it, and I feel like you're gonna do it, win or lose, right? I feel like you're gonna give it a shot. Nothing beats a failure but a try, is what I heard. Where you going, baby? Yes, gotta change your focus. Change your focus. Look, what did I say? Lead. Rest and reconsider. You may have said that you didn't want to do it. You may have decided that I heard you wanted to focus on love, the other love. But that's your love too. Seek, ask, pray about it, meditate on it, allow the answers to come to you. All this green, this is your heart. You could be an earth sign, because I get it from the ground, the earth. You could really use time out in nature, around the animals, in the grass. There's a lot of green. Change your focus. 5. 5, 5, 5. Look at that, y'all. Change your focus. If you've been focusing on material things, you know what I'm saying, things like that, relationships, trying to distract yourself, is what I'm hearing. Wait, it's not. You're unable to do it because I don't know why I felt like I don't know. Let me get some more cards. I don't know. What we can we clarify these with spirit? I want to use these after. So I'll put those there. I need some clarity. Ooh, let's get the light seer. Let's use the light seer. Seek. Look, the magician. Manifesting. You're a manifester. You're yeah. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. Working together. You know, you could be coming into union with somebody that's also in the same energy as you, collective. That's something I just picked up. You could be coming into contact with someone that's on the same path as you, that's a teacher, a leader in their community. Okay? What's going on here, Spirit? I didn't even shuffle the cards. Look at this. Page of Cups. King of Swords. Somebody that learned their lessons, right? That has, grown wiser. Have learned a lot of life lessons. They learn how to get control of their emotions, right? They don't act and react on their emotions. They act with wisdom. They pick and choose their battles. This is somebody that this lead, elevation, this green emerald, this could be a Taurus. You could be a Taurus. I'm telling you, he has emeralds on his neck. Ain't emeralds Taurus energy? Yeah. Okay. You could be called into leadership to teach, change your focus. That's what you need to be focused on, nothing else except, what you're being called to do, and everything else will fall into place. High Priestess. And everything else will fall into place. Oh, wow. Look at this. I love it. Rest and reconsider. You could be in hermit mode. With this backpack, it's like you could have been like feeling like you've been going up a mountain, climbing to this mountain, right? To get to this top, to get somewhere, right? What do you think you should be, right? Spirit, yeah, but see what you're doing is what's his name? Was it Job? That was trying to escape God's what God wanted him to do. He wanted him to save the Gentiles. He didn't want to. He didn't like them. He didn't like them. Well, I believe there was the Gentiles. Yeah, he was supposed to preach to the Gentiles. What was it? Was it Job? Jonah. That's who it was. When the guy ate by the whale, right? Yeah. That's the one. He didn't want to preach to them. He didn't want to teach them. We got the Lovers again. And what's this one? Four of Wands. A union. Could even be marriage, right? A choice. I feel like that's with this 9 up here, and with the rest and rejuvenate, and then you got it right above you too. I feel like you could really be wanting somebody to be there with you, because I see it. It's like you got lovers here, lovers there, but you also got teaching and leading. It's like trying to bounce. Oh, temptation. Look at that. So there's somebody in the details, eh? Yeah, Knight of Swords. Ooh, 2 of Wands. This could be somebody that could be trying to sabotage you. For you to have to walk this path by yourself, right? Like not having anybody to a partner. Carrying a lot of burdens by yourself. The 2 of Wands. This temptation is here. it's like it's around you, right? But I did see the Knight of Swords. So this is somebody that could be attacking you, or or at least talking about you, gossiping about you, you know what I mean? They're doing something deceptive. They're doing something deceptive, right? Yeah, they are. And they're doing it in secret because they got their head covered. Seven of Cups, creating. This is somebody that's trying to create confusion for you. Illusions for you and confusion. Change your focus. High Priestess, the Lovers, Four of Wands. Who's trying to create the illusions for my collective? Who's trying to distract my collective? That's what I heard. From where you're going. I feel like not only if someone doesn't want you to feel like you're good enough to do this position, they also don't want you to find somebody that's your match. They know that you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? This is why they have to do it like they're doing it, because they know it's bound to happen. It's destined to happen. You hear me? Listen. Look at this shit. This is somebody that's trying to stop you or trying to stop someone from coming towards you. Five of Pentacles. Look. Somebody wants you to abandon your purpose. Someone wants you to abandon your purpose. Someone doesn't want you to fulfill your purpose. And without love, they feel like you won't be able to fulfill your purpose. You won't have the passion for it. You won't have the energy for it, because you'll feel empty. You'll feel you won't feel whole. Remember I told you some of y'all may feel like you're not worthy of this position that you're being called to do, but you're definitely being called into leadership and to teach. Okay, you're definitely being called to do this. All right. So take the hot look at this shit. Somebody don't want you to win. You hear me? Somebody's trying to block this for you. Somebody already sees you as when they've already tried to create an illusion, but it didn't go right. You overcame that. You see in the background, you overcame that. Somebody don't understand how you overcame that. You're the High Priestess. You can have this victory. People admire you. People respect you, right? People give you your props. And not that you're doing it for the accolades, but people recognize you for who you are, whatever you do, however you're teaching, however you're leading. Somebody don't like this. Somebody wants to block this. Somebody knows that you're destined for greatness and you're destined to have somebody by your side. This could even be somebody wanting you to walk away from what you love, right? With your tools and stuff. They want you to walk away from that shit, man. You can feel like you're being pulled away from something that you love. What's going on here, Spirit? Or you could be being led, you know what I mean? Maybe not from what you love, because closing out the cycle, come on now. But I was going to say just to be moved in a different area. Ten of Swords, yeah, see? Because somebody's trying to sabotage you. Somebody's trying to sabotage everything that you have going on, what you're, whatever you're doing. Look, you're in hermit mode. This is why. You had to go into hermit mode because you were being betrayed. And you had to figure out where it was coming from. Somebody was doing it in secret. Somebody was doing it in secret. For whatever reason. We got this 6 up here. Child, listen. Let me scoop this back just a little bit so I can pick this up. We got this here. This could be a father or a child's father with your son. Okay? Because that's what I seen here. This could be somebody that's in charge of your child. I'm getting something. The 6 is about the past. 6 is past energy. This is somebody from your past. All right. This is giving me a baby daddy, baby mother energy, right? Somebody that guides. It doesn't have to be a man, but it's definitely somebody that's guiding someone, teaching someone. All right, you see the book? Simply Love. I don't know. That's standing out for me. Observe. Spirit said observe. Watch. Pay attention. 6 is here. And 6 and 6 is 12. I don't know why. You see, let me tell you. You see how he has his hands on his shoulders? That's giving me the energy of someone that's controlling. That's guiding, that's trying to coaxing, you know what I'm saying? Like got their hands on their shoulders, like we remember what we talked about. Look at the kid's face. Come on, man. I feel like somebody could have been using a child to like I heard curse you, but that's not what I meant. Like what do you call it? Convict you in some way. Somebody could be using the Bible, right, with the child, trying to convict you in some kind of way. Because if you're very spiritual, you know the Bible as well. You connected, you know what I'm saying? But somebody could be using parts of the Bible to like call judgment on you in some way, shape, or form. That's the energy I'm picking up with this. You know what I mean? Somebody using a child to manipulate another person. Take it however it is, man or woman. All right? Somebody's trying to play with your heart chakra. That's what they're trying to do. And they trying to call it love. That ain't love. That ain't love. You know that's not love. You're a teacher. Yeah, I see somebody. Look at that. Man, listen, I'm telling you, somebody's trying to cause you heartbreak. I'm telling you. Sneaky effer. Yeah, causing rejection in your life. You see them 5 of Cups? You having to release fucking people, places, and things, relationships, right? Yeah. It's causing you to have to choose between those relationships and yourself, and you walking in your purpose. How about that? They want you to abandon what you're being called to do, to attend to them and to their, especially the mother or the father's fuckery. Right? They're deceptive. You see them with the knife? Look, I can't make it up. That's the truth. Look, they're trying to cut cords. They're cutting your connections. They're trying to cut, they're trying to cut off all of your resources and connections. Listen, you know what I'm trying to say. Spirit said change your focus. Focus on what you're supposed to be focusing on, because you know what? At the end of the day, you can't force people, you know what I mean, to do anything. You should never be focused on how somebody sees you and what you got to do to convince them. You should never have to. I've done it, and I know that it was a waste of time, because it made the heartbreak even harder, right? Because every time, the harder I tried, the worse it got. The worse the respect got, right? It was nil and void. Right now, you're like you're begging and shit, for people to be in your fucking life, man. No, I remember, I promise, and not understanding what's going on. Like, you trying to figure out what did you do wrong. You ain't did shit wrong, and they know it fucking too. They know they want you to be like that. They want you to be guessing and wondering and trying to fucking fix it. Child, please. Playing on your fucking top like that. Yep, let them do what they gotta do. Creating illusions. Yeah, to take you off track. 3 of Cups. Could be a group of people. 7 of Swords. Or this is somebody was trying to cut off all your connections with them scissors and a knife. They was sneaky. And with them feathers, they were spreading, they were lying, they was gossiping, they was creating conflict. 9 of Cups. What do you want? 8 of Pentacles. to come and disturb your peace. Look, the star, yes sir. That's what you're doing. You that's your job. Healing work. Teaching. You're a teacher. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. And you have somebody that's coming along that's been through and has learned the same lessons. They're probably in the same field. What's that behind them? They're probably in the same field. King of Cups. Very reserved energy. Waiting for their ships to come in. Look, Ten of Pentacles. I can't make it up. Stability. I see somebody spying up here. Y'all see him? Mm-hmm. They think you don't see him. Look at him. But what's in between that? Six of Cups. The past. There go that six again. I'm telling you. This is somebody that you got children with or something. A family. King of Wands. And what's behind him? Six of Swords. Yeah. This is somebody that's upset that you're moving away. That you made the decision to release instead of chase, right? This is somebody that wanted you to pick a side. And they pulled everybody that you know over here. And they said, if everybody come over here, she got to come back over here. She ain't going to stay over there by herself. Man, listen, right? Who spirit? What you say? Jump. Nigga, you jumped. Ooh, they can't believe you jumped. You jumped off the cliff. You said, listen, the universe gonna catch me. Ooh, they said you wasn't gonna do the shit. You said, bye. Ooh, come on now. Come on now. And so did that King of Wands. That King of Swords, I mean. I'm telling you, you were like, yeah, I will let you go. Yeah, I will. Ooh, especially if you're not being treated fairly, right? Especially if they want you to beg, and you got something to do. You ain't got time to be out here running behind people, and they keep moving the goalposts. Every time you get close enough, or you think you done jumped over a fucking hurdle they done created for you. You know what I'm saying? Here they go throwing up another one, right? Just to keep control of you. You know? They love everything about you, baby, except the fact that they don't want you to look better than them. This is somebody that got ego. They ego, jealous, envy. It's really envy. I don't see why there should be jealousy, but definitely envy. Definitely envy. I feel like these are people that had you chasing them. Yes, they had you stuck for a long time. What did I do wrong now? Scared, look, walking on eggshells. Don't want to make the wrong move. Don't want to make nobody mad, right? Ooh, child. I can dig it. Listen. Justice. Things will balance themselves out because you balanced yourself out. And you realized you had to keep doing what you had to do. You had to love these people from a long-handled spoon. That's what that is. Love them from a distance. Look, the tower, and that fucked them up. You said, I'll do it by myself. Yes, I will walk away. Yes, I will go towards my purpose. Yes, I will. Because that's the burning in your belly. This is how you've been since you were a child. You had to overcome other people's bullshit in order to see that. And once you did, you decided to go ahead on up, down this path. And that fucked up. All of them fucked up. They don't believe that you would choose to do what you got to do over them because they thought they had control. Somebody thought that their money was louder than you walking in your purpose. You hear me? Child, listen. We got the Chariot. Yes, sir, you out of here. We got the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands. You made a decision. Listen. Yes, you did, baby girl, baby boy. Yes, you did. Yeah, they made you feel abandoned and rejected, but I feel like at any time you could have went back in there. I don't think that's what you did, though. You know, what's fair is fair. That wasn't fair. That wasn't fair. I feel like people didn't support you either. They didn't support you. They gave you ultimatums. They never supported you. They never tried to be flexible. They never tried to work with you. They gave you ultimatums. Our way or we disown you. But the thing is, they tried to use manipulation to get you to stay Instead of giving you equal reciprocation, they use manipulation. They use tactics to make you fall and stumble and trip and get caught up so that you would turn back. Instead of saying, we want you, we need you, we love you. They couldn't give you that. They couldn't give you that. Oh no. So they wanted to make you fall, make you look bad, make you look pitiful, you know what I'm saying? Make you come crawling back to nothing. Come on, Spirit. Oh no. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going. Look, 9 of Swords, and now they regret how they fucking treated you. Now they regret that shit because they really do love you. They really do need you in their life. They really do. But they treated you like shit. They treated you like they didn't need you. They refused to let you know that. They refused to give you your fucking flowers, confirmation. They refused to appreciate you and tell you and show you that shit. Instead, they treated you like they didn't need you. Like you were not important. Like, okay, you can cut off this leg. We don't need the leg. Fuck it. We'll go without that leg. Yeah. Because they didn't think. They didn't think. Your love, your nurturing, your teaching, your wisdom, all of that shit. They needed it. They used it. But they abused it. They never said thank you. They never said I appreciate you. They never said, how can I do something for you or help you? They never did that. I'm looking at it. And then somebody actually used your friendships and your relationships against you. You hear me? They manipulated. This is a child. This could be your children, your child. You know what I mean? To turn against you. You know how children are very impressionable. You know what I mean? And especially if somebody had you in a lot of struggle, where it looked like, you had to really do a lot by yourself. You had to carry a lot of wands, a lot of burdens, but you carried them. And this person might have had, stability. Of course, you know how kids are. They want the nice things. They want the good parent. You were the stern parent. You were the obedient parent. You were the parent that chose something over them. That's what somebody told them kids that shit. That you chose something else over them. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. And especially if you ain't dealing with the parent. Oh yeah. Look, there go the wheel. And here go the turn of events. Page of Cups. Somebody realizing they shouldn't have did. They should they can't get no ain't no love. Ain't no love. It was never any love. You know what I mean? The cups was empty. They were all empty. Well, they weren't always empty, but they were definitely poured out. We got 2 of Cups coming. Yeah, you got options coming. You got a love coming. 4 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you were isolated. You were to yourself, and you had meager means, I could tell you. You didn't have a whole lot going on. You didn't have a whole lot of money. And you damn sure didn't have no help. I hear the whole town ostracized you. Damn, somebody got pulled like that? Only one person I know got pulled like that. And that's old Slewfoot. You know what I know got pulled like that? So that's old Slewfoot. Yeah, what we got here? 9 of Cups. You love yourself. You have self-love. You found all that joy, everything you needed within yourself. You were the treasure. You were always a treasure. They needed you. They knew you was a treasure. They knew that you were a jack of all trades. They knew you were all of that. Knew you was the boo-boo healer, the tutor, the cook, the nurse. You feeling me? All of that shit. 7 of Wands. Now you have to sit with yourself and protect yourself from all the wands that they were throwing at you. Right? You had to get grounded so that all the gossip and the lies and possibly even sharing of your personal information trying to make you look bad. You had to protect yourself from all that shit. I feel like God protected you from that shit. That shit never even got towards you. It didn't get to you. You hear me? You're in this bubble of peace, and you're grounded, right? Your sacral, you're balanced in your energy. Whatever they was throwing at you, it never touched you, and that's God's protection. You were protected from it. There's probably a lot of things you probably don't even know about because it never got to you. It never reached you, as it shouldn't have, because had it had reached you in a time when you were healing and you weren't very much so grounded, it might have affected you, right? God know what he's doing. And he allowed these people to show their hands. That's what he did. He allowed them to show their hands. Look, listen. You had to go through a lot, but you protected yourself. You overcame those obstacles. Yes. You was a warrior, baby. Listen. Queen of Pentacles. You could be somebody that's like a real rich auntie with no kids. You know what I'm saying? You know those kind with the big ass house and shit, and the butlers and all the money and shit. Like you just be spending money just on bullshit. That one, that auntie. Right? Yes, that's what I see. The rich auntie that now the grandkids want to get to know you, but your siblings can't fucking come near you. But you'll spoil their kids and shit, right? But they can't get a dime from you. You hear me? Yeah, that one. Listen, yes, that's who you are, sweetie. You're loving, you're nurturing. You're a builder. You're strong. And here come your king, baby. Here come your king. Listen, somebody that knows the struggle. I promise, that's been through it, what you going through. And I feel like somebody watching you. Somebody looking at you. You ain't paying attention, though. You ain't paying attention, but somebody see you. Yeah, somebody see you, sis. Yes, they do, sis. Yeah. Yep, they see you. They see you go through the struggle. They see you having to make a choice between, going with the flow and going along to get along, and choosing yourself, and how you were outcasted because of it. They feel it. They understand. Ooh, my ear ringing. Yes. Somebody understands you completely, love. What's going on here? And they know that you are the one that they want to build with. This is something like blended families. I see a lot of young people. This could be like grandchildren and great-grands and shit like this. It's somebody that feels like you're somebody that they could build that with. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Knight of Wands, and they excited, too. A lot of passion. Unbridled passion, I heard. Listen, that's the truth. Look, somebody want to build with you, baby. I promise. Somebody want to heal your heart. Wow. Okay. Somebody want to heal your heart. I said I was going to get a wild things then. Now let's get us a wild thing. Let's get a wild thing, Oracle. Spirit. What's the message for my collective? Okay. What we got? Retract. What's that? 15, retract. And 18, conjure the magic. Let's see what 15 is. Retract. What's it all about? I can't sing. Alright, retract. Now is the moment to withdraw, protect. Just as the opossum will play dead when threatened, so too must you lay low and observe. Ooh, wee. Lay low and observe. While retracting from life is no way to live, it will serve you for short periods of time. Whatever quandary you find yourself in right now, seclusion and quiet are powerful allies. Await inspiration for your next move. Create a gentle environment for your spirit, heart, mind, and body. Go into the deep woods of your own psyche with curiosity and wonder. Contemplate. The right answer will arise by itself. Dare to trust. Let yourself off the hook. Wow. I think that's for both of you guys. I feel like you both have been through a whole lot, right? You had to overcome a whole lot. And now, with all this information, all the things that you learn and all the shit that you've seen and know what people will do, right? How, their motives and shit like that. It's like now you're coming out of the woods, like back into society, right? I feel like you guys have been like hiding in a way, right? Within, trying to protect yourself from people and their bullshit, right? Because if this was family and people that were close to you, that's even fucking worse, right? Because now it's like if you couldn't trust the ones that you were supposed to totally be able to let your guard down with, and those ones sabotaged and fucked you up, right? Imagine there ain't nobody you don't feel like after that, right? But I feel like Spirit saying, yeah, it's time to go. I feel like this is where you are. You're already in the woods. All right? Contemplate the right answers will arise by itself. Dare to trust. Look, let yourself off the hook. Go into the deep woods of your own psyche, curiosity, and wonder. Contemplate. All right, let's see what 18 is. Because I feel like you guys are already in that isolation energy. You're not very trusting of other people. You really don't give people a shot. It's like the minute they trigger you, it's like, see you later. You're just like, that's the same old shit. You're quick to cut a person away. You're just not open for it. But there's some curiosity that has definitely caught somebody's energy, and I feel like you have to be in that energy as well in order for it to come together like that, right? So whether you're showing it or not, what's inside is saying, I need love. All right, conjure the magic. Magic is real. I don't mean hocus pocus, sleight of hand trickery, more like abracadabra, an Aramaic word meaning I create as I speak. This is the time for believing. Draw close to wonder. Embrace possibilities and stand firm in your own vision. Your dreams ache for a way into the world. You are their magic carpet, delivering them from the ethers. That's what you do. I told you you're a teacher. Come on, Spirit. All right, where am I at? Delivering them from the ethers into the reality. Let yourself be their ally by holding on to the truth behind all manifestations. Seeing is not believing. Believing is seeing. You've got to believe in the magic before it happens, before it appears. Come on now. You got to believe it in order for it to come to you. You can say you want it, but you don't believe it. You don't believe you can have it. You don't believe it's possible. Once you stop believing that it is possible and you see yourself in it, that's when it starts to come towards you. Because you're telling if you can envision yourself doing it, like feel it, touch it, smell it, knowing what you want, you hear me? Yeah, that's when transition is happening. Quiet the anxiety monster. Anyway, that's the message, ladies and germs. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, this is